The alternative distribution strategy for family planning commodities is an approach being implemented by Ministry of Health on one hand and Uganda Health Marketing Group UHMG on another in close partnership with implementing partners. This national program is mandated by a Memorandum of Understanding signed between Uganda Health Marketing Group and the Ministry of Health. Through this Memorandum of Understanding, UHMG was assigned to lead on the implementation of the warehousing, distribution, reporting, and related processes, while Ministry of Health and other implementing partners would perform other tasks for full realization of the alternative distribution strategy targets.
So we engaged the Uganda Health Marketing Group, an NGO, and a reputable NGO, to be able to help distribute reproductive health commodities to the private sector. It has experience in social marketing. We have worked with it before, and it was selected because we thought it was capable.
The goal for the alternative distribution strategy is to increase access to reproductive health commodities across the country by increasing uptake of family planning and selected reproductive health commodities by 50% in both public and private service providers annually, reducing stockouts of family planning and other selected reproductive health commodities in both public and private sectors to less than 10%, and reducing the quantity of expiries of family planning and other selected reproductive health commodities in both public and private sectors to less than 5%.
Uganda Health Marketing Group, working closely with the Uganda Family Planning Consortium, a consortium of 13 members leading on family planning in the Uganda, came together to support the government of Uganda to improve access to health commodities, especially reproductive health. This whole journey started in 2012 when it was seen that the public sector was experiencing stockouts through the national medical stores, and there was need to have a complementary warehousing mechanism that could be able to reach the private sector and scale up the family planning uptake.
Overall, the country aims at increasing access to contraceptives by 50%, reduce stockout by 6%, and reduce unmet need to 10% from 34% in 2015 by 2020. This will be achieved by streamlining the flow of products and information across the alternative distribution strategy supply chain, strengthening the implementation and coordination framework, and promoting a total market approach to reproductive health commodity security. The alternative distribution strategy utilizes the following interventions: capacity building for the implementation of the alternative distribution strategy, creation of partnerships, innovative distribution mechanisms, strengthening coordination, supervision, monitoring and evaluation, social marketing to improve access and uptake of family planning services, and quality assurance for contraceptive, family planning and reproductive health services. The alternative distribution strategy is working through a number of partners, including Ministry of Health, mandated with accreditation and quality assurance. UNFPA procures the family planning commodities on behalf of Ministry of Health. UHMG, mandated to lead on warehousing, distribution, reporting, and related processes. And Uganda Family Planning Consortium, leading the coordination of implementing partners.
It's my role to ensure that every woman out there who needs contraceptives accesses it. And it is the responsibility of this country, together with the partners and the UN as a whole, to see to it that we use any available strategies to reach those women wherever they are. Now, with the alternative distribution strategy, it's one of the ways that Ministry of Health, with support from UNFPA, USAID and other partners, felt we need to have commodities that are purchased for public consumption to reach the public, but through the private. Because when UHMG receives these commodities and it channels it through the private, we expect the women in the rural communities or any community in this country, when they get to that particular facility that has access to the free commodity, to give it at a very, very minimal cost and, if possible, free.
The commodities that are distributed under the alternative distribution strategy include oral pills, injectables, IUDs, condoms for male and female, implants, emergency contraceptive pills, and misoprostol.
Now we are in 534 facilities that we are serving, but our target is to reach all corners of the country, and I can assure you that we are in over 80 districts that we have reached, and we think that by the end of next year we should have covered every corner of this country with commodities.
The alternative distribution strategy has delivered over 461 million male condoms, over 7.8 million female condoms, over 4.4 million cycles of microgynon, more than 3.3 million vials of Depo-Provera. To date, the alternative distribution strategy implementation has registered a number of landmarks. Through UHMG's regional hubs, implementing partners are distributing the commodities to the end mile.
The fact that commodities can leave Kampala and get to the rural part of this country, for example in Karamoja, through our partners, to me that's a very big opportunity that we are using. We are working with partners to ensure that commodities actually reach these women who need them. The CPR that has increased from 20% to now 35% modern contraceptives, it is a very big success, and it is as a result of employing various strategies to ensure that women actually access contraceptives.
There is easier quantification now for products because it is easier to know who will benefit countrywide and how much products will be procured. So there is also less wastage and expiry across the supply chain.
We send bulk messages every time someone is expected to order, which has created confidence in the users that the methods they choose to take up will be sustainable in the long run.
Bwe twateekawo enkolagana wakati wa Wonetha ne UHMG ne tulaba ne batusobola otuwa kondomu mu bungi bwe twetaaze tebatubuuzanga konti ezo zonna bamuzitwala wa n'olwekyo UHMG tujeebaza nnyo ng'ekwasayanzaako ne Government Ministry of Health nti okukkiriza nti naffe abakyala abeetunda gye tuli ne bavaayo batuwe kondomu mu bungi. Abantu wansi tukyetaaga kondom zirina omugaso munene nnyo simbanneeko bokka wabula tulabye nti n'abantu abalala ba bulijjo nabo bazettanira nnyo nti n'olwekyo kondomu zino government program egirekewo okulaba nti tulwanyisa akawuka ka mukenenya mu ggwanga kagwemu.
There is now responsive distribution of products. There is also collaboration of information sharing with our implementing partners. When they want any information, they can clearly now reach us and we act responsibly to their requirements or needs.
At the moment, we are launching the Logistics Management Information System, which is supposed to be a depository where all reproductive health commodities data is stored. And with that, we feel that data will be easier to be accessed, especially for the condoms, to make sure that we know how many condoms come in the country, where do they go, and how are they used through that Logistics Management Information System. The other innovation is through easy and sustainable ways of delivering commodities. We are partnering with the private sector to help us in distributing these commodities, especially in the hard-to-reach areas. We are also thinking about ensuring that we work with the small drug shops if the government of Uganda approves the bill, so that we are able to reach within a distance of 5 kilometers uptake of family planning contraceptives in this country.
We also want to make sure that we can reach the real private sector. You know, UHMG now is supplying to private, not for profit, but we need to make sure that even private, the real private, like drug shops, like private clinics should receive these supplies. That's where we want to go.
If we must be able to achieve the demographic dividend, we have no option but to scale up the alternative distribution mechanism.